So I think the angst that we felt in ending that quarter that way, that was a big shot a few times. And the guys, I just think we just had a momentary lapse when we got that offensive rebound. I'm going to talk about LeBron in a second.
In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how LeBron James just made NBA history. We're talking a performance so insane, it's never been done before.
I go to New Orleans and they trade for AD and he's there again. You know, he's lurking. It's actually insane. But, we executed really well in the fourth to get 44 points in a quarter.
Not by Jordan, not by Kobe, not by anyone. You'll see exactly how LeBron dominated in ways that defy his age, shut up the critics, and proved he's still the king of the NBA. Plus, I'll break down the one move that changed everything. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Picture this. It's the fourth quarter. Lakers down by 8 against the Rockets. The crowd's restless, and you can feel the tension in the air. Everyone's thinking, is this it for LeBron? I mean, he's been on the court for 30 minutes already, and at 38, that's no joke. The young Rockets are pushing hard, sprinting up and down the court like they've got rocket fuel in their shoes. Jalen Green's flying around. Alperen Sengun's battling in the paint, and the Lakers look gassed. LeBron's bent over, hands on his knees, sucking wind during a timeout.
And also, do you feel like you've learned anything about him in your short time as a coach that you didn't already know from podcasting with him or playing against him?
He's lurking, yeah.
As you had put it in your previous life, obviously you faced LeBron as a player on the opposite side. What was it like watching him go on one of those heaters on your side?
In general, when you operate out of gratitude, you sometimes have a feeling of surrealness.
You can almost hear the critics sharpening their knives, ready to declare the Kings' reign over. But then, something crazy happened. LeBron gets the ball at the top of the key, and it's like someone flipped a switch. He explodes past his defender, splits 2 more, and throws down a thunderous dunk that shakes the entire arena.
In terms of what I've learned, I actually learned something tonight, which is that during timeouts, when I'm drawing up plays and talking, and he's also talking, and I've certainly had that many times in many days as the head coach of the Lakers. And tonight was a surreal moment to watch him, coach him, that he hears and sees everything. So, noted.
The crowd goes wild, and suddenly, it's game on. From that moment, it's like watching a man possessed. LeBron's everywhere at once. He's draining threes, bullying his way to the rim, finding teammates with no-look passes that'll make your head spin. It's not just the young guns he's schooling, he's making the entire Rockets team look like they're playing in slow motion. Now, let's talk numbers, because what LeBron did in those 12 minutes is straight up ridiculous. 16 points? That's a good game for some players.
James, first shot, nails the jumper, and the Lakers are on the board. NBA's #1 glamour franchise and the NBA's #1 star, and the excitement is off the charts. He comes the other way. Floats it up to McGee. McGee finds James to the basket. I think James has only taken 3 shots so far, 5 on the shot clock. Goes to the rim, layup off the glass.
And because Ball had made the 2 previous threes.
But LeBron, he's just getting warmed up. Add in 6 assists and 5 rebounds, and you've got a stat line most guys would kill for in a full game. And he did it in 1 quarter. But you know what's even crazier about those numbers? LeBron didn't miss. Not once.
Hart finds James. James gets inside. Good hustle from Hart, and good ball movement from the Lakers.
It's a great job of sparking energy off the bench. Defensively taking the challenge.
He went 6 for 6 from the field, including 2 for 2 from downtown. Oh, and just to show off, he nailed both of his free throws too. That's 100% shooting across the board. In NBA history, no one's ever put up 15+ points, 5+ rebounds, and 5+ assists in a single quarter while shooting perfect from the field. No one. By the time the final buzzer sounds, the Lakers have turned that 8-point deficit into a 5-point win, and LeBron's reminded everyone why he's still the king. He didn't just take over the game, he rewrote the record book. And if you think that's impressive, Wait till you hear how he's schooling these young guns off the court too. LeBron's not just winning games, he's changing the whole game of how we think about longevity in the NBA. Alright, let's get real for a second. You ever seen a 38-year-old move like he's barely old enough to drink? That's LeBron right now, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. But here's the million-dollar question. How is he pulling this off when most guys his age are thinking about retirement? Let's break it down. Most players pushing 40 in the NBA are riding the bench, maybe coming in for a few minutes to give the starters a breather. They're not supposed to be leading comebacks, dropping triple-doubles, and making highlight reels every other night. But LeBron? He's out here making Father Time look like a rookie. Now, it hasn't been all smooth sailing. LeBron's had his share of challenges. Injuries have tried to slow him down. Doubters have been waiting for him to fall off. And let's face it, nobody beats time forever. But King James isn't just hanging on, he's evolving. You see, LeBron's not playing the same game he was 10 years ago. He's adapted, and it's beautiful to watch. Instead of relying on pure athleticism to dominate, he's playing smarter. His shot selection is like a chess grandmaster's move. Calculated, efficient, and deadly. He's picking his spots, conserving energy, and then exploding when it matters most. Want proof? Just look at that game against the King. LeBron dropped 16 points in the fourth quarter alone. And get this, he didn't miss a single shot. That's not just skill. That's high-level basketball IQ in action. He's reading the game like a book he wrote himself. Or how about that Rockets game we talked about earlier? LeBron scored or assisted on 14 of the Lakers' final 15 points. When the pressure's on, he's not just participating, he's orchestrating the whole show. 37 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds at 38 years old? That's not normal, folks. But here's the real secret to LeBron's longevity. The thing that's keeping him in the game while his draft class is watching from home. It's not just what he does on the court, it's everything he does off. LeBron's training regimen is so intense, it makes most workouts look like a casual stroll in the park. We're talking about a guy who invests over $1 million a year in his body. Yeah, you heard that right. $1 million. He's got a team of experts focusing on every aspect of his health and performance. Recovery, nutrition, fitness, you name it, LeBron's got it dialed in. He's treating his body like a high-performance sports car, and it shows every time he steps on the court. So, what does all this mean for the Lakers and the NBA? Well, it means the King isn't abdicating his throne anytime soon. LeBron's not just playing, he's redefining what's possible for athletes in their late 30s. He's raising the bar, changing expectations, and forcing everyone else to keep up. Let's face it, folks. LeBron James isn't just hanging on in the NBA, he's rewriting the rulebook on what's possible for a player in his late 30s. The man himself said it best, "After all this time, I'm still proving them wrong." And boy, is he ever. Next time you watch LeBron play, don't just focus on the highlight reel dunk. Watch how he outsmarts guys half his age, how he controls the tempo of the game like a maestro. It's a masterclass in basketball IQ. Here's the kicker. Experts think LeBron can keep this up for another 2 or 3 seasons. The King's not done yet, and neither is this Lakers season. Buckle up, basketball fans. The LeBron James show is far from over.